Alrighty, let's try to run through these pairs very quickly as H4 will be closing in approximately 25 minutes. So sorry I had a blackout because of the storm and I had no connection, so now I'm doing this, okay? So current price for EA is testing and engulfing sell over here, and we have our buy zone, which is made up of an engulfing sell that failed. In the process of failing, created this engulfing buy. Then we have another engulfing buy, and after that the price is locked at the key level for a buy. Okay, so now that the current price is testing our zone over here, what do we do? Right, you have to also know that EA is going on an H4 uptrend right now, and if we check the daily, also an uptrend. It hasn't been in this area for quite some time, but the H4 zone where it's testing at is at an engulfing sell on the daily time frame. Okay, so it's also okay to be looking for sells around here. Okay, so we go back to H4. Excuse me. So now we have that. We just have to know the potentials of the market. Okay. Alright, so current price is testing. If H4 continues to respect this, and if you're a low risk trader, you're going to wait for the H4 to close. H4 cannot close above our zone, right? But now that it's in the zone, and if you can try to find setups that are creating itself, make sure H4 does not break before you press anything in and around the key level. Okay, I like my setups to form within the key level or around the key level, because the key level is a price area where it has a lot of different traders waiting to either push the price down for a major drop or spike the price up, okay, to break. So that is why I like to wait. Now, if H4 decides to close above the zone, then there's a potential for the price to go even higher. Okay? And this will become an engulfing sell fail. In those cases, we will wait for the next zone if you can find the H4 in the next zone, or wait for the price to retrace back to bounce and look for a buy setup instead after the H4 breaking. Okay? If the price comes down into our buy zone and respects it, then potentially we can look for buy setups. But if it breaks below, we can wait for the next buy zone, or wait for the price to retrace up into the key level to look for sell setups. Okay? Again, since we are drawing out H4 zones, we will be monitoring M5 or M15 for your entries. Okay? Wait for the setups to complete first before pressing anything to lower your risk. Next pair, GJ. Now I'm picking pairs that have some volatility to it, right? Because on this Friday we barely had any high impact news, but because it's Friday in itself, the price could move a bit strong, or there can be quite a movement, which is great for us. Okay. So GJ, I have my sell zone, a recent engulfing buy that failed, so this is quite fresh. Then I have my buy zone, which is an engulfing sell that failed. Okay, in the process of failing over here, or not in the process, sorry, after failing, price came back, closed within, and created this engulfing buy. Price then tapped into the key level before this fly up, and now we have EFEG buy. Excuse me. Current price is over here. Okay, so what do we do for GJ? GJ has been rallying up quite some time, so if the momentum is not dying down, there's a potential for it to make higher highs. Okay? Excuse me. But if the sellers, I'm so sorry for my sniffles, if the sellers are able to push the price back down, also be very, very strong. Oops. Okay. So if it tests either of our zone, then we can look for a sell from our sell zone, a buy from our buy zone, as long as H4 does not close above our sell zone or below our buy zone. Okay. If it does decide to break above and below respectively, then there's a potential to test higher. those cases, you can wait for the next zone or wait for the price to retrace back into the key level to look for the opposite direction. Again, with SLs, I like to set, or I usually suggest setting 40 pips when you start out, just to help manage your losses, getting into the groove of trading with the market and everything. But if you can refine it down, even better. Okay? Okay, and last but not least, we have EJ. Okay. My sell zone is up top, multiple engulfing sells, and my buy is an engulfing sell that failed. Okay, now you can see that the price, in this current H4 dropped all the way down to tap into the zone, but it has yet to test the key level. So we will be waiting for the price when it comes into our key level. Okay, so again, I will screenshot that. Still the same thing. If it comes into our zone, we wait for it, wait for the price to create its setups, then we can press. But if H4 decides to break our zones, then we wait for the next zone, or we wait for the retracement into the key level for the opposite direction. Okay? TP at something you are comfortable with. If you have a daily target and you have reached that, stop trading for the day. Excuse me, you can also TP at highs and lows of the previous structure, or if you're like me, you can also TP at key levels, okay? But these are the things that you have to try out for yourself and see what kind of trader you want to be. Okay, so that's it for the 3 pairs. Please trade smart, trade wise. It's a Friday. Don't rush into anything. Have a good day. Bye.